Let's see if that works. Okay, we got about 6 minutes. Excuse the noise. Yeah, the balcony door's open, so. Hello, Lamel. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to start in about 5 minutes. How's your day going today? Gonna start in 5 minutes, y'all. 5:30. Well, sorry, 5:30 Mountain Standard Time, y'all. So wherever you're at, just apply that time zone, and we'll be live here in a minute. My voice is coming back, so I'm extra happy. So I don't have to clear my throat as much as I've been. I was sick for 2 weeks, lost my voice for probably like a week and a half of that up until today. So it comes and goes. I was kind of scared because it didn't feel too good earlier this morning. So what are we doing over here? So it's coming back, but we're going to start at 5:30. So that's in about 4 more minutes. So stick around, y'all. Stick around. Share the live for me. Tap the screen for me. Facebook, y'all. Send me some emojis. And make sure you share it out. Stick around. We only got a couple of more minutes. I wasn't able to put the time really on TikTok like I was able to do on Facebook. So grab y'all a drink or a bite to eat and come on in. Most hated Lachey, shout out to you, girl. Everybody that's coming in, welcome. If it's your first time, stick around for a minute. We only got 3, well, now it's 2 more minutes. I hope y'all had a great Friday. Move this stuff out the way. I tried to declutter my little desk, but it ain't working. I got too much going on because I was planning for this day for like 2.5 weeks. So I got sticky notes and stuff all over the place. I'm a sticky note person. When you're coming in, say hi. Share the live. Tap the screen a couple of times before you ghost me. No, I'm just kidding. Don't ghost me, y'all. Y'all actually like it if you stick around for a minute, or you can go out, come in, however you want to do it. This is not my first time on here. This is my first time doing this, though, so I'm excited about it. And again, I need y'all to stick around. You will probably enjoy it too. Well, I know you'll enjoy it. I've been doing Facebook for a very long time. TikTok, not so much so. I'm excited to add TikTok to my list of social media. And if you like, because I do have a lot of more stuff on my social media for Facebook, you can look me up on Facebook. My page is now public. It wasn't for a very long time because I wasn't doing this. But now that I'm doing this, it's open to the public. So share it, comment on it, like it, look at my pictures. They're different because, again, I've been doing Facebook for a very long time. And TikTok, I've only been doing, should I say seriously, probably about going on 3 months. Seriously, I jump in and jump out because I was like, at first I was kind of skeptical of it. Didn't really like it because I felt like it was too much going on. Facebook was, before they started doing the monetization, it was easier. It's not hard, but you know what I mean? I was more used to it because I used it a lot, like a whole lot. So, am I a teacher? I wouldn't necessarily call me a teacher because I don't have my degree in teaching, but I have a whole bunch of experience, and I have like guided children, adults, and stuff in different aspects of like business. So that's why I think you guys will enjoy it, especially if you're thinking about getting into doing a business. Okay, y'all, we can start. I'm too excited. Let me calm down. I haven't done something like this in so long, and one thing about my family is they will pressure the heck out of me to do stuff that they know that I can do, that I've stopped doing. So when you ask me, was I a teacher? Again, I'm not a teacher with a degree, but I know how to coordinate. I know how to like help people strategize, and I used to coach football. So I mean, I've done a lot. So I want to introduce myself. First of all, my name is Tasha. I'm a Denver native, Denver, Colorado native, and thank you guys for joining. I'm so happy that you're here. I decided to do this again. My family's been pressuring me to do this for years, actually, because kind of when Facebook first started, I am a sports fan. I am a Denver Bronco fanatic. I call myself a coach. Well, I ain't gonna call myself a coach. I am the coach. Okay. So when football season comes around, make sure y'all tap in with me because again, that's when I really go into the I have again, okay, so I have like different sides of me because I have so much experience in a lot of stuff. Um, with that being said, when when football comes around, that's when you'll see my kind of like, I wouldn't necessarily call it crazy, but it's more of my like my real personality. You know what I mean? Like the fun part of me, if you will, is when football comes around because I lose my brain cells. But the educational part of me, I I take like business serious. I've owned, let me see, I've owned one, two, I've owned three, had one in the making, but I'm kind of like this with that one because it takes a lot, but to me, it's rewarding. It's fun. If you, yes, I've been to probably like 3 or 4 Bronco games, but like long time ago, nothing recent. When it was like way more, I guess, dangerous, exciting than it is now. Yep, I have been. Do you like football? Put your team down in the chat. Make sure you share and tap the screen for me. But yeah, so I created this slide specifically just like off the top of my head. My daughter, she has a nonprofit that she's working on, so it kind of stirred me up to come back to this part of my life that I've had. Like I said, I have 3 children. They're all grown. I have 4 grandchildren. And yeah, and I've within the last 4 years, like I said, I'm a Denver native, 45 years old, never traveled before up until 4 years ago. So I've been in Denver all that time, like not like straight. So this is like a new part of my life. And this part I'm getting back into thanks to my family. So if you guys have any questions, make sure you put them. I might have to scroll on this one. Put them in the comments. I just realized I had to do all this scrolling for you guys. But put them in the comments and I will answer them to the best of my ability. And again, this is more so my experience. I don't have any degrees, but I did go to school for business management. And a little background on that, I went to school for 4 years. The reason why I don't have my degree is because of a situation that happened when graduation came around. I was like a week away from my graduation, and I get a phone call, an email telling me basically that I wasn't graduating because I took class, well, it was actually one class that I didn't need for my major, and they added another class that I would have had to take in order to graduate. So I would have missed that graduation and would have had to wait all the way to the next graduation. So I'm not gonna lie, this is a real story. I got frustrated and I quit. And I didn't really regret it or like take all that in until I looked up, like it was years after when I figured that they weren't going to do anything about it. You know, I might as well just get this one class done. It was just one class, I can do it. My kids were a little bit older and they added on more classes because now the curriculum changed. And so, you know what I mean? And all this, my advisor at that time did not explain to me. So basically I was blindsided. And that is the reason why I don't have my actual degree. But again, I have the knowledge of it. I have the experience of it. This is my very first business networking event. I am going to do more. And again, if you guys have any questions, you can put them in the comments. I'll get back with you, answer them to the best of my ability. Hello to everybody that's joining me. Share, like, and ask me some questions. I do have, I don't know if you guys can see it. I think you could be able to see it because this is my first time doing this panel stuff. That I have there if you want to come on as a guest, ask your questions, give advice. Anything business related is much appreciated. All right. So like I said, I had 3 businesses. 2 of them were registered here in Colorado. The other one I was going to start in Nevada. which is it's a whole different ball game. Not only because of like AI and the different ways to market, advertise, and you know what I mean. Start a business now versus when I started my business. Oh goodness, like over 20 years ago. Um, it was much easier. You know what I mean. And so now I have to incorporate the technology that's been rapidly like changing. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit more tougher, as well as it's in another state that I am like completely new to. Like I'm like blind. Um, I was I've lived there for like almost 2 years now. It probably is 2 years already. And the funny fact about that is I've never ever wanted to live in Nevada. Like never. Um, Another fun fact is when I moved there, that was my very first time even being there. So I didn't know anything about Nevada, completely blind. Um, so it was rough for me in the beginning. It's still a little like, you know what I mean, because I'm not used to it. Still, it's still new to me, and the people are like, people say Denver, Colorado have some um, what are they called? Weird people. I'm not. Yeah, I am. I'm telling you, it's weird out there for me at least. Everybody else might like it. I haven't gotten used to it to where I'm comfortable. That's probably why. You know what I mean? It's kind of tough for me. Thank you so much, Bryson, for tapping the screen for me. And um, the difference in the rules and regulations on how to start it. Nevada is more complex than Colorado is. Okay, and of course you would factor in because you know all the gambling and you know the difference in the laws and stuff like that. So yeah, that one's kind of tough. So I put that one on the back burner just so I wouldn't get too frustrated because I do have my liquor is, I think it's bartending license. I have a bartending license, and in Nevada, not here in Colorado. And so yeah, it's pretty difficult for me. It might not be difficult for you, and that's one thing. If you're moving around trying to start different businesses in different states, you want to make sure that you're checking those rules and regulations because some states might come down harder on you than other states. You know what I mean? So you don't want to be blindsided by that. That's the first thing that I would do as a business owner, or like if you want to start a business. Making sure that you're registering your business, making sure that you're getting the LLC for your business, very important. It protects you for a lot of stuff. Even if you gotta, you know, register, do that, and then go read up on it, at least, you know, now you're safe because you're going to register your name of your business. So it's already in the system. Basically, like, you know what I'm saying? You got your place already. That part really isn't too tough. You know what I mean? Pay some fees, fill out some paperwork, make sure that the name of your business is available. And like I said, that LLC basically solidifies your name or keeps somebody from using your name. You know what I mean? It's yours. There's other stuff like if you have a product, you want to make sure you get it patented. That's a little bit more expensive. And again, depending on what state you're in, it's going to tell you guys how much, you know, because you want to know what your budget is going to be in what state. Okay. What else? That was like the beginning steps of starting a business. For everybody else that's already had a business, let me know in the comments how long you've had the business. come join us and tell us what your business is. We want to support you, help you get out. And, let's try to build a community that we can help each other and fall back on if we need help, moving forward, because we're always going to need help in business, because as a business owner, things change and you have to be, on top of your shit, okay? You really do, because the states will come after you. They do not play about that. Trust me, I know. And actually, I had more than 3. It was 4, but I'll explain those in a minute. So if you guys, again, if you have any questions, you want to come up on the panel, just, I think you press the little pink and blue button to come up here. This is my first time doing the panel, so y'all got to work with me on this one. The next time we do this, I'll have it down, okay? Yep, I'll have it down. But share the live, ask questions, and give us some advice. Introduce yourselves and put yourselves out there. It costs you nothing to, share and help people come up. Okay? So, let's see, what else we have on here? Another thing you want to do once you, do that is you do want to have like an idea of basically a business plan. Okay, if you want my real, what do you want to call it? Feelings about a business plan, they are not easy. A lot of people get, or hire people to write their business plans, because depending on the nature, the nature of your business, you're going to want to make sure you highlight and detail that in your business plans, because that is going to help you get like loans, grants. If you're a nonprofit, it's going to get you people who are going to donate. So that's a very important part of the steps in business as well. You want to try not to skip some of those steps, because, again, you don't want to try to backtrack, and then the people that you're talking to and mingling with, then they're coming to you wanting to see something on paper, something that's saying, okay, yeah, you are legit, legal. You know what I mean? They will not take you serious. Again, this is experiences from me. When I first started my first business, I was so excited about it. I was missing all these punches, okay, which prolonged me starting my own business. I will also advise you guys to use your community resources, both free, okay, especially in the starting stages, right? Both free and, if they're asking, for hopefully not something that's too far out of your budget range, okay, because you want to have a budget too. I'm going to tell you, I literally built my first one on free resources, free workshops, doing networking events like this. The only difference was they were not virtual. We wasn't doing virtual back then. You actually had to go sit in, a room full of people. So it was more face to face. So this being able to reach other people that's not even in your state, and that you might be able to partner up later, that's kind of a bonus, right? Well, I ain't gonna say kind of, it is a bonus, because we didn't have that. If you wanted to meet other people outside the state, guess what you had to do? Yes, sir. You had to book a trip. Pack the kids up, take a trip somewhere. You didn't have to just get on a virtual call, or use social media to connect with other people in other states. So again, cuts down on your startup. You know what I mean? And helps you reach more, out, especially if you have a specific product that you're trying to, put out in the world and grow globally. So use your resources. And one thing I don't like about like today's society with businesses is there is a lot of gatekeeping. People do want you to pay to you do stuff like this. Sometimes, they'll say $20, $30 here, but then later on down the line, they'll say, well, if they'll do something like I'm doing right now, and they'll say either free, or they'll say, oh, for $14.99 type stuff. But then they get to the stuff that you guys know you really want to know and need. Oh yeah, that price goes up. Depending on what market you in as well, the price goes up. So take advantage of stuff like this right now before the price goes up. Okay, especially with stuff like AI taking over. Crazy. You know what I mean? And it's because it's not really user friendly if you want to if you really want to like grow, unless you know somebody who will be like, hey, let me take you under their wing, and you know what I'm saying, drop you some jewels, give you some pointers, point you in the right direction. You know what I mean? And that's not very often these days. Everybody want a buck for their knowledge. Remember that too. So don't look down on these free workshops, these free classes, because some places there's just not many. It's not very many community resources like there was back in the day that were free now. Okay, that was free. That I used, you know what I'm saying, to start my first business. All right, y'all. Y'all ain't got no questions? Oh man, y'all ain't got no questions. I know it's Friday. Y'all probably ready to go out. You know what I'm saying? Get in the streets or whatever. But I just wanted to like introduce myself to y'all. So the next time we'll do it, it's going to be the first week of each month. Okay. Again, this is my very first one. I want to get comfortable with doing this again, and you guys get comfortable with me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I try. I know like the stress that it caused, you know what I mean, to start businesses and actually get it out there, especially if you're a single mom, which I was a single mom with my 3 brats. You know what I mean? Trying to figure out how am I going to be a mother, like a present mother, and also be able to hold down a household. You know what I mean? Today is I'm not even going to compare it, because again, back then there were more free resources than there are now. There's nothing wrong with paying for stuff, but again, the stuff that you really be wanting to know, it costs money. Okay, it costs money. Sometimes it's crazy money. And I've again been a business owner for over 20 years. And the stuff that they want me to pay for, I already know. So it's really redundant for me to even try it. You know what I mean? So that's just my little intake on that. But even if you guys have something specific that you want me to discuss, and maybe just a live, I go live Monday through Friday. And if I miss a day throughout the week, I do make it up on the weekend. So 5 days a week for sure, unless again I'm sick like I lost my voice. I lost probably dang near a whole week doing my businesses or doing my lives. So unless I'm sick, it's 5 days a week, and I will make sure that I announce that for you guys. I'm not gonna leave y'all hanging. So with that being said, I'm in Denver, Colorado, Mountain Standard Time, and I usually do it at lunchtime at 12 while y'all eating. Fun fact about me, I love to eat. I love to cook. So some of my lives are going to be about cooking and eating. Okay, they're not always business. If you go to my profile, read my bio, go to my profile on Facebook, read my Facebook, again, my Facebook page and my TikTok page is basically like different. Okay, the only time it's the same is if you see me here, because I do both of them at the same time. That's the only reason why. But thank you everybody who's been coming in, joining me. I hope y'all had a good day. I do want to also introduce tips to you guys. Well, I'm not going to say tips. I'm going to call them motivational quotes to get you going throughout the week. I've been doing that for about 3 weeks. If you notice, they have like that little bubble that's like, they call it a note on, well, I know they have it for sure. Facebook and Instagram, they have that for sure there. Excuse me. They have it there for sure. I have bad allergies, y'all, so excuse the tissue. And you put whatever you're thinking. It's kind of like when it says share your thoughts on Facebook, but it has your profile picture and it has a little bubble. I try to fill those up every day with something that I use as a tactic to keep me organized and on track as much as possible, because you don't want to be doing like so many different things at once. You're going to get frustrated. Okay, you're going to get overwhelmed. It's going to make you want to quit. And you don't want to do that. You want to go into this clear-minded as you can so you can absorb and then you can push out. So the bubble quote today or on Fridays is I'm just gonna go ahead and say that today's was a little different just because I was doing this live. So today is Finish It Friday. And I say Friday, I've been saying Friday forever, like a very long time. I used to basically yell it out every day when I had my 9 to 5, a long time ago. And that it basically means throughout the week, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap up this week, okay? Let's go review. And then you'll have your weekend to relax if you don't work on the weekends. You know what I mean? So it's just a way to try to relieve some stress off of you from the week. If you, I don't have that on TikTok yet. I'm going to start adding it in my story on TikTok. So y'all have to go on my story, okay? And I will start putting it there because they don't have the bubble that they have on Facebook and Instagram. And I don't know, I should be able to put music on it on TikTok too. Again, I have to play around with that one a little bit more. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do it on TikTok. But definitely on Facebook and Instagram, there's music to that. So it's like a motivational quote from me that I made up myself. Didn't copy from nobody else. I made it up. And then what else? Then it's some music. Okay, then it's some music and I try to make it correlate, you know what I'm saying, again, just to help you guys move throughout the week. Anyways, I am going to wrap this up. I just want to introduce myself more so, have you guys get comfortable with engaging with me. I really am like goofy, silly. That's why I want y'all to come and join my other lives, because they're not all the same. If you read my profile, you'll see exactly what I mean. And I just also want to be able to be educational for those who either don't have time to get out and go to the library, don't have time to go to school or whatever else. I've worked in many industries, okay, on top levels. I've been in management. I've done, man, I've done so much stuff you wouldn't believe it. And yes, I'm 45. And I'm going to say only 45 because you wouldn't believe how much stuff I've done in those 45 years. I am an empty nester now, and I sit back and can't believe how much stuff I've done because I was doing it, but I didn't. I was conscious of it, but I wasn't. Okay. It kept me going. So y'all learn more about that. Y'all learn, I don't know what that means, but whatever it is, I don't know what that means. But y'all learn a whole lot about me. Just follow along with me. Go to my videos, watch my stories. Yeah, and that's basically a short snippet of me in words. Am I a very good person? Well, I would like to think so. My kids and like my family, my fiance might say that I'm mean. Well, no, he won't. He'll say I'm mean at times, but yeah. But thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate your engagement and your liking the lives and stuff. I hope you come back. And, again, then you'll see the other sides of me. Facebook pretty much knows a lot about me because, again, I started with Facebook first long time ago. So if you want to know more about me, you can also go to my Facebook page. Again, my lives are the same on Monday through Friday, but the content that I have is different, like very, very different. So, yeah, check them out. I do, again, have an Instagram page. I have a tablet that I want to try to do all three, but it don't want to work right. So again, you know what I'm saying? Just look me up, and it's Flava for Dat, DAT. And then, well, okay, so it's Flava, FLAVA _ Dat. D as in dog, AT as in Tasha, _ as. That's AZZ. Okay, you'll see my picture. I have the same picture on all three just so you'll know it's me. Okay, I only have one account for each platform. One. But I enjoyed the people who did engage. Those of you who were maybe a little nervous, scared, don't be. I try to be as warming and pleasant as possible because I want to make this fun for you as it already is for me, because I like to do stuff like this. I am shy. Y'all wouldn't believe that I'm shy. I am very shy, but you wouldn't believe it. But anyhow, yeah, I'm going to wrap this up because I am hungry. Before I even started, my stomach just started growling out of nowhere, and I'm like, are you serious right now? Like right now you're going to do this? Because all I'm going to be thinking about is food, because again, I love to cook and I like to eat. All right. So I had to eat a grapefruit real quick to kind of put something in my stomach, but now I need to eat something with some more substance. You know what I'm saying? Some bread and some meat. All right. And you'll get to see me cooking on here as well. Trying to figure out something really good to cook for you guys. And yeah, y'all see how all my personalities come together once you continue to join me, you know what I'm saying, and hang out with your girl. Okay? And I hope y'all here to stay. Share, like, comment, and visit my profile. Visit my Facebook, my Instagram, TikTok. And you guys were great, but I'm gone. Ooh, Lord. I'm starving. Mm-mm.